Welcome back, Bob Pompeani, Paul Zeise. We're joined by Harry and Elizabeth, who's on the sports call right now. Harry, go ahead.
Yeah, how you doing?
What's up?
I want to know, what do you think about Pat Norton's chances
Of
of
what?
being the coach in a couple more years?
I mean, you got to get through this year, see how it goes. I mean, I thought they played a really good game against Notre Dame. They dominated the first half, at least from a visiting standpoint perspective. When I say dominated, everything they planned worked. It's unfortunate they lost that game, but you know, if things fall apart the rest of the season, they have a chance to win the Coastal this year. There's a lot more football left, Paul, and I'll leave it at that for now.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would say a lot of, his future or whatever is tied to whether or not Kenny Pickett is the guy. I mean, a lot of the optimism about this team and about the future of this team was, well, now you got your quarterback of the future. Okay, well, he may be the quarterback of the future, but he's got to continue to get better, and that's probably going to be, the determining factor. Is if Pickett gets better, then, maybe Pitt over the next couple of years has a chance to really do something.
Let me ask you this. Last night, just an NFL note, one of the worst Thursday night games I think I've seen. Denver goes into Arizona, and they were up 21-0, 35-3, blah, blah, blah. Early in the game was 45-10, and today Mike McCoy lost his job, and it's Byron Leftwich who becomes an offensive coordinator in the NFL without ever having done that before, and I'm not sure if he's ready for that. Are you? I mean, what do you make of this?
I mean, to me, you give a guy who's a Josh Rosen, and who's their other quarterback? Who started the season? Whoever it was that started.
Oh, it was Sam Bradford.
Sam Bradford. You give him, an offensive line that stinks. You give him an ancient Larry Fitzgerald. I mean, what's a guy supposed to
be judged?
What's a guy supposed to be? What's a guy supposed to do? And then you're going to put a guy who's never done it before in that position.
And Mike McCoy was a veteran in that, and he had a hard time with it too.
Yeah,
I just don't think they have enough good players.
No, they don't. I think they are terrible. I mean, here's what's funny to me. They're not only they're terrible, their head coach seems to be in over his head. Great example right at the end of the game, 4th and 16 with like 2 minutes left. You're down a zillion points. You've got this rookie quarterback who's your first-round pick, draft, player of your franchise quarterback, and you have him drop back and pass. You didn't punt the ball. You have him drop back and pass. He gets hammered by two guys from the Broncos, and he's limping off the field. It's like, what are you doing? At that point, there's no nobility in being down 100 points and going for it on 4th and 16. Punt the ball and save the kid's life.
Exactly. They had no chance in that game. It was over then, and it's, bottom line is they are in over their heads, and they may get the #1 pick in the NFL draft coming up. Now, they have a quarterback. They're going to need a lot more help. We'll find out what happens there. We got to go to break. Come back with more right here on Pittsburgh's CW.